So the big picture of this lesson is optimizing schedules. And the main method used here is critical path scheduling. So let me talk about critical paths and then how you can use that to make a schedule. So the critical path is the longest distance through an order requirement diagraph. And in this case, there actually are two critical paths because the total length of time from task 1 all the way through to task 7 is the same as the total from task 3 through task 7. So then what you do, so the critical path is task 1, task 2, task 5, task 6, task 7, and also task 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we'll write those down real quick. Okay, so if you're going to make a schedule, which critical path would you use? Well, normally you would look at your priority list and see which task is a higher priority to start first. In this case, we don't have a priority list, so I'm going to choose the number with the lowest index, which is task 1. So we would use this critical path right. Okay, so here's critical path scheduling. I'm going to start with task 1. And task 1 is going to start first. That actually goes right here. And then what I'll do is I'll kind of cross this off. And then I'm going to make a new critical path calculation and then determine what has to happen next. In this case, task 3 starts the other critical path, the longest distance here of 55. So task 3 would start down here. And then I will cross that out. The next critical path is right here at task 4. So that would be the next priority. However, that has to wait for task 3 to finish, which it does after 10 minutes. So then task 4 goes here, starting right after task 3. Cross that out. The next one coming up on the critical path is task 2 because that is the longest path now, and that will start after task 1 finishes. And then you can see the rest of the critical path, task 5, 6, and 7, those all have to happen in order. So it turns out this schedule actually already matches the critical path scheduling algorithm, but that's basically how you do it. You just determine the critical path, start the first process, cross it off, do a new critical path calculation, find the one that starts the next critical path, cross it off, and so on and so forth. So that's the big picture for this lesson.